Today, a new chapter that is circulation of zoology, and this is the chapter number 12. We are starting in the previous video we discussed about the disorders of the digestive system, which is the gastrointestinal tract. So, in this video, we discuss about the introduction of the circulation. That what does the circulation mean? So, circulation, or you can say that as a transportation, that is same. Okay, so the circulation word is from the circuit. Okay, what does it mean? It means that there is the flow of fluid. If we talk about this, so this is what, this is a flow of fluid. So circulation, that as you guys all know, you have heard that there is a circulation of our body through the in our body through the blood. So that's right, that is what, that is the circulation. So there is any kind of medium like blood, lymph. So if we talk about a living organism, so we are having a circulation through the medium, that is blood. But it is not compulsory that all living organisms are having a blood like we are having, or a lymph we are having. Some organisms are having you can talk about the lower living organism, so that fluid can be blood or lymph. That is not compulsory that blood should be there. For example, let's take the example of the arthropods, or like in arthropods they are grasshopper or cockroaches, so they are not having any kind of a blood. They are having a hemolymph, which means that they are having a lymph type fluid. They are having an absence of a blood, and they are having a white color hemolymph just because of the absence of the RBC or hemoglobin. Okay, so that is what, that is the flow of blood. So through the circulation, they are the transportation basically occur by the two ways. Number one way is the essential substance. It means that there is the you can say that there we are having a respiratory gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide. We are inhaling the oxygen, exhaling a carbon dioxide. And we are, this is what, this is the exchangement, or the nutrients by blood. So this is what, these are the exchangement of gases, which means that respiratory gases. So this is the essential substance, which is like this is just because of the blood. Okay, so if we talk about the second one we are having, that is waste substance. In waste substance, as you guys all know, we are inhaling the oxygen and exhaling the carbon dioxide. So exhaling of the carbon dioxide is what, this is a waste substance. Okay, so this is what, this is also a respiratory gases, which we are which is eliminated by the blood. So we are having a many nitrogenous bases like urea, or undigested particle, you can say that undigested particle. Okay, pigments are there, as you guys all know, pigments which was coming from the liver, like bilirubin was there. Okay, so or uric acid, these are what, these are the rest substance. Okay, so this is the two essential ways through the circulation basically the transportation basically occur. So for example, we are having a carbohydrate, we are eating carbohydrates, the digestion occur. Okay, digestion occur, and through digestion the absorption occur. After that, after absorption, it move to the particles move to the blood, and blood to the cells, and cells to the tissues, and provide energy. So there is all the circulation is occurring from the blood, through which we are getting the energy. Our cell is getting energy, and we are having ability to do the work. So the medium, if we talk about living organisms, so we are having a medium, that is blood as well as lymph. The lymph is what, this is basically a fluid which is white in color. Okay, so if we talk about the function of the circulation, so if we talk about the function of the circulation, that means the equal distribution of cytosolic gases and nutrients through the circulation. Okay, equal distribution of respiratory gases, okay, and nutrients, you can say that, of through circulation. You can say that why circulation is important, why not simple diffusion is occurring here. So through the, if we talk about the simple diffusion, so it can take many times, many year to you can say that the, for example, we are having a substance to absorb in the blood. So that will take many times. So through that we are having a circulation. So circulation is very important in our body, and that work as sufficiently or as efficiently, you can say that the means fast, okay, as compared to diffusion. So if we talk about the specification of the fluid, specification of fluid, so we are having a intracellular circulation, intra circulation, okay, intra, as you guys all know, within the cell, which means that there is a circulation within the cell, but through what? Through the site. So they, if we talk about the medium, so they are having the cytoplasmic fluid. For example, take the example of amoeba, take the example of paramecium. They are what? They are unicellular eukaryotics, and they are having unicellular cell, which means they are having one cell. So there the circulation basically occur in the cell, because they are having one cell, and the circulation occur, which is having a, you can say the cytoplasmic fluid is there in the cell. The circulation occur by basically from the cytoplasmic fluid. Okay, so this all is occurring by a process into them, that is cyclosis process, which through which the plasma moves in actually. Okay, so the, if you talk about cytoplasmic, so they are having water. If you talk about composition, they are electrolytes. Okay, so this is what, this is the, so if you talk about why it is occurring by the cytoplasmic fluid, so this is just because they are having a larger surface area. Okay, larger means their cell is having, their cell is larger as compared to our cell. Their cell is larger, so their cell is directly contact with the environment, so their cell can easily exchange the gases. Gases can exchange easily because they are having a large surface of area of the cell. So but they are having no pumping organ like heart, no heart in them. Okay, they are having no pumping organ. So next we are having, if we talk about the extracellular, if we talk about the extracellular circulation, so if we talk about extracellular circulation, so we are, what does it mean? It means that the outside the cell, or you can say that within the cell, okay, or between the cell. So this is basically occur in the higher living organism, higher living organism. Okay, so through that we are having two fluid. Okay, so we are having two fluid. Number one fluid is the environmental fluid, environmental fluid like water. Okay, water, example you can take the sponges. The basically sponges, this is a spongy. Okay, so they are having a porous body. Okay, so water will move inside and outside. Okay, and respiratory gases can easily occur. Or you can take the example of the hydra. So hydra in water, they dissolve the gases, and they are having no pumping organ, but it depends. Okay, so this is what, this is the environmental fluid, which is water. Okay, so if you talk about the second, that is we are having a circulatory fluid. Circulatory fluid in higher living organism, you can say, or the interfluid circulation, you can say. So they are having a medium, that is blood or lymphatic fluid. Okay, or you can take the example of the hemolymph. Let me tell you what these are. Blood, that is in our body, lymphatic fluid. Okay, this is an interstitial fluid. So if we talk about the blood, so that is 55% composed of the plasma and 45% composed of the blood cell, like erythrocytes we are having, thrombocytes we are having, leukocytes we are having. Okay, and this is what, this is interstitial fluid. If we talk about the hemolymph, so hemolymph is basically colorless fluid. Okay, which is in the arthropods, molluscus, grasshopper. They are having hemolymph, which means that they are having a colorless fluid just because of the absence of the RBC. Absence of the RBC. In RBC we are having hemoglobin, so which we can say that they are having no hemoglobin into their hemolymph. So we are having a blood into our body through the circulation medium. So cockroaches are having a hemolymph in their body. Okay, so if we talk about the hemolymph, so composition of the hemolymph is basically they are having more copper. Okay, they are having enzyme, proteins, proteins, hormones, carbohydrate, lipid, inorganic salts, okay, like sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, okay, and they are having hemocytes. What is hemocyte? These are the cells of the hemolymph, okay, so they are having a helinocytes and granulocytes. They are what? They are the cells, okay, and they are having what? They are having WBC, which is white blood cell. They are having, if you talk about the composition, though, they are having no RBC, no hemoglobin, okay. So if you talk about that, you can say that there is having a no, like you can say that circulatory system. So how the gases exchange? So their gases is basically exchanged by the tracheal system. We are having in cockroach, we are having a tracheal system through which the basically gases exchange, okay. So they basically through the air, the gases they exchange, but they do not diffuse any kind of a medium, because they are having a respiratory pigments, okay. So they are basically not diffused into any kind of a medium because they are having a respiratory pigment. So this was about today's little bit introduction about circulation. So in the next video we'll discuss about the types of the circulation, which is open circuit circulation as well as the closed type circulation.